Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to this player review with me, boy FIFA 1 HD, where we're going to be taking a look at the 83 rated Anthony Martial. Now, this card is fantastic. I really enjoyed using him, but before we divulge his stats and really what I thought about him, the nitty gritty details, it would be a real honour if you guys would smash that like button, hit the subscribe as well if you are new to the channel, and if you have any questions throughout this video about Martial, FIFA 20, the players that are used around him, ask away in the comments below, as I'm really happy to answer all of your guys' questions, and I love hearing how you guys are getting on in FIFA 20. So there is the team that we used him in. Here are his attribute details, and he's a really good card early on in this game. You know, great pace overall, good acceleration, good sprint speed, really rapid. He's also got very solid shooting, especially for a winger. Obviously, he is a player that blurs the lines between being a striker and a winger, so he does combine some really good stats from both sides, and that shooting column really exemplifies that. He's got good attack positioning, his finishing is really solid early on in FIFA with 82 overall. He's got really nice shot power as well. Long shots and volleys do leave a little bit to be desired, but they're not terrible stats. And then you throw in the decent penalties too, and that is a really accomplished shooting column overall in my opinion. Passing wise, it's not brilliant, and obviously if you are using him as a winger, you're not going to get the most amazing amount of crosses and through balls from him, but he will rack up a fair few assists. He did for me. He was pretty useful. He gets in and around the play, and that is what you really want. Dribbling wise, really solid. Good agility, really nice ball control and dribbling, very solid overall. Yes, the balance, the reactions, composure could be a little bit higher, but they are usable stats. Defensively, there's nothing there at all, and physicality, he has an okay amount of strength. Stamina is useful enough, but nothing really to brag about there either. So my thoughts on the 83 rated Anthony Martial were that he was a little bit expensive for the sort of play you get in return, but overall, taking his price out of it, he's a really great pick. Very solid, both playing from the left hand side and cutting in. He does have some great attributes for a winger, but also for a striker too, and that's why I loved him. He's a very attacking winger that can really get a lot of goals for your team. He's maybe not actually that great as a winger for assists, but he did get a fair few for me. You know, I wouldn't be having him hugging the touchline, swinging loads of crosses in game after game. That's not his sort of style. He is a direct player, getting the ball wide, running inside, lovely little link-up play because he has got decent enough passing to do that, and then once he gets himself inside the box, or even just from outside the box, because he has got a good range of finishing, some really good shot power, he can definitely find the back of the net because he is so accomplished in front of goal. He's a very solid player to use. So if you are using a front three like I did, I think he's a really good candidate for that left wing, left forward position, because he really stood out there for me. It's a shame that his weak foot isn't a little bit better. 3 stars is usable, but the way that this game seems to work at the moment anyway, where there's a lot of rebounds, a lot of things hitting the posts, hitting off the goalkeepers, it is nice to have a higher weak foot in my opinion. So that's one thing that he could have had a little bit better, and would have definitely improved his goals to game ratio, but overall still a very solid player that will definitely rack up a lot of goals along the way. I love the fact that he was so fast. Obviously it's going to be one of those things that really attracts people to this card straight away. Then you throw in the fact that he has got that really solid dribbling, good agility, really nice ball control and dribbling ability. Makes him a really fun player to use in those sort of wider areas, cutting inside. He also has 4-star skill moves, which does allow for some really creative dribbling, allows you to beat a man very easily, and Martial will do that incredibly well all day long. He has no issues at all in going past people. He will leave them for dead, and he has the dribbling ability to hold onto the ball and the skill moves to beat a man, so it really does open up a lot of attacking avenues. As I mentioned previously, his passing could be a little bit better. I wouldn't use him as an out-and-out winger for assists, but he will rack up a fair few along the way. His lovely little give and goes. He has enough vision and short range passing to play those little 1-2s, get himself in, get others in. But otherwise, I would definitely try and utilise a more creative player for the assists for your team. Overall, a really solid player, one that I have given an 8.5 out of 10. I think he is a really good player to use in FIFA, especially early on. I just think he's a bit expensive. I paid around the 40k mark at the start of FIFA, which is an awful lot of coins for an 83 rated player in my opinion. But he is a really solid player that will definitely deliver, which is why I'm still giving him a very high rating. So I hope you've enjoyed the player review, guys. If you did, hit that like button, hit the subscribe, and peace.